Lesson 3, Gender. Lisa, in English, we don't really have masculine nouns, feminine nouns, and neuter nouns like in other languages.
Yes, English differs a little bit from German here, because German does show the gender of a noun by using the article, which we will come to later in a different chapter. But for now, we can say each noun will have a gender marker, and that will show you that it's either feminine, masculine, or neuter.
And so in Latin, the word neuter means neither. So you have masculine gender, feminine gender, and then neuter means neither. And we see that reflected in other related English words like neutral. And like in science, a neutron is a particle that's neither positive nor negative. It's neither one. So Lisa, let's talk a second about the difference between natural gender and grammatical gender. In English, and I compare things to English because that's just the way I learn sometimes. If I can compare things to my own language, it helps me to understand them better. So for English, like the word lamp or the word car or the word door, in English, those nouns don't have any gender. We don't think of them as masculine or feminine. In other words, the word itself, like the word door in English, does not have any kind of gender. But in German, every noun has a gender. It's classified into one of the three groups, right?
Right. So it could overlap with the natural gender. It could be an it sometimes, right? But it could also be a he or a she in German. So door, for example, would actually be a she.
So in German, the word door is a feminine noun.
Correct.
But that pertains to its classification as a word. In other words, the idea, and correct me if I'm wrong here, the concept of a door is not feminine in German. It's the word itself that is feminine. Is that the way you think of it?
Yes, I would agree with that. We would still think of it as a thing, and as something that's non-living, of course.
So the concept here is that the words have gender, not the actual idea of the thing in real life.
Yes, you could put it that way. And that is why it's so important if you're learning German that you learn each noun with the correct gender right away. Because otherwise it's going to be hard later on for you to know if the door or the window is masculine, feminine, or neuter.
Right. When I learned the word for door, I memorized it as die Tür, right?
Correct,
so
die Tür.
So it's got the article die, and that helps me remember that it's feminine.
So it's really easier to just memorize it right away. Every noun with the article, like you say, that will help you remember if it's feminine, masculine, or neuter, because otherwise it's going to be so hard later on.
So for words like man and woman, they happen to be words where the natural gender is the same as their grammatical gender. The word man in German is masculine, as you might expect, and the word for woman is feminine, as you might expect. But as you said a moment ago, that system doesn't keep going. It quickly breaks down, and you just have to memorize what each noun's gender is, right?
Right.